Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Ryan Vincent. Today's video is not a how-to video, but I wanted to just go over what happens when you guys don't waterproof your showers correctly. And what I mean by that is by using RedGuard. Now, in this specific case, the homeowner called and said that he was getting a musky smell in his shower. It was really bad, so they didn't use it for at least 3 weeks. So we investigated it. In the video, you're gonna see us demoing the tile and the mortar pan. And what we found was that water was getting collected in the shower pan. So I think what happened was the slope wasn't done correctly and it just accumulated water in certain areas. So what we did is we demoed the shower pan, re-sloped it. Everything looks really good now. But keep in mind, the shower pan liner was done correctly. So even if you do the shower pan correctly, these things can still happen. So that proper slope for the water drainage is so important. So again, this video is just to show you what happens, the aftermath down the road, when you sell a house and then somebody else is left holding the bag on it. So that's exactly what happened with this property. Anyhow, we got it demoed, we did it correctly, and I just wanted to show you guys that experience and what can happen. So it's just educational, that's all it is. And like I said, it's not a how-to video. Anyhow, with that said, let's get to the video. Hi. Okay, welcome back to the channel. We have a little demo job we're going to be doing today. The customer said that they were getting a mold smell coming from the shower every time they used it. This one hasn't been used in about 3 weeks. We think the pan might be bad underneath the tile, so we're going to remove it, replace it, and investigate what's going on. So hopefully it's nothing major. We didn't see any leaks from downstairs. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna come up 2 rows and demo all this tile up 2 rows. This way we can get our pan liner in here. And then we're gonna put our RedGuard and drywall in here. Hopefully salvage the drain, we'll see. We do know that the plumbing underneath was fixed, so we may not have to touch that. I still may replace it just to be safe, because I'm not sure if I trust any other work that was completed. And then we're going to redo the curb here and replace all this. Hopefully the liner comes up and over. So we're gonna see what happened with this shower pan. These things happen every now and then where you get bad shower pans. So even the best of the best can mess them up sometimes. So anyhow, we're gonna rip it apart and we'll update you later on. All right, so just knocking the curb off, which is garbage. We discovered that there's a lot of moisture under here. So it looks like they did a pre-slope and then they put the top layer of mortar on, and we could already tell that there's moisture in the cement. Look at that, it's just coming off. So this is, well, first of all, you always wrap your liner over the curb, which they didn't do. So that's already one strike. But there's a lot of moisture under here. If they would have RedGuarded the whole shower pan, none of this moisture would have got through. And that would have been some cheap insurance for an extra $100. So lesson learned for you guys out there, always use RedGuard. It's cheap insurance to prevent this kind of stuff, but this is all wet. So we have a bad shower pan that wasn't waterproof correctly. So anyhow, I love finding this kind of stuff because it's a teachable moment that, if you don't prep your shower pans right, even if you have the liner, it could still fail. That's why we're getting that smell in here. Now, keep in mind, they haven't used a shower for almost 3 weeks, and this moisture has been trapped in here for 3 weeks. Alright, so the liner's working. So if it was seeping through where the drain is, it would have went underneath too. So. So we checked around this side of the drain. The pan's going into the drain like it should. The weep holes weren't covered, so everything actually looked really good on the drain. So I can't fault them for that. I think it's just all this moisture up top had nowhere to go. It could have been bad sloping. I'm guessing that's the reason. But definitely red guard would have helped some of this, but from the looks of it, it looks like it was just bad sloping that played a role as well, and red guard. So those are my two assumptions on this. Because underneath the pan, everything's dry. So it looks good. Okay, so here's our new shower pan. We got our new tiles down. This was sealed as well. So we basically took 3 rows of tiles off all the way around and replaced the curb, and obviously demoed the shower pan. We put a shower pan liner at the bottom, and then did a mortar pan. I did not do a pre-slope. I don't do those. It's just more time consuming that way. If you get really good at this, you don't need to do pre-slopes. So anyhow, it came out really good. Then we put back the shower door because we had to demo that out to get to the curb. So everything came out well. The homeowners were extremely happy. So anyhow, make sure you guys red guard your shower pans so this doesn't happen. But we did take pictures from behind of the wall. There is no mold that had grown behind it. Oh, also what they had done, now they put this, they put the Durarock straight to the shower pan on the one that we demoed. Now, normally you should have a 1/2 inch gap underneath it, so that way the walls don't soak up the water, and then now you're trapping moisture in there. So it did suck up about, I'd say 2 tiles worth, so maybe about 6 or 7 inches was wet behind the wall. We got to it just in time, so there was no mold, like I said. But do not set your drywall, your green board, or your Durarock on top of the shower pan and pour up to it, because it'll just soak up the water. So don't do that. Even though you got a pan liner that goes behind it, the bottom of that backer board or whatever you use, and it's going to suck up that water. So I'll also show a picture of the 1/2 inch clearance. That's very, very important, okay? So other than that, that's about it. So this job's complete. Okay, so that concludes this video. I hope you guys learned something on this video on how to waterproof your showers. It is so important. Do not cut corners while doing shower pans, trust me. So get a good pattern liner set down, a nice slope of your mortar, and red guard it. If you have a contractor that does your mortar pan, have them red guarded, okay? It's worth the insurance, trust me. So just remember, you guys, you just do your research, and you guys can do this too. Stay confident, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Vinny the Handyman, signing out.